Hello, today I'm going to be showing you guys a technique that's used in microbiology known as a quadrant streak. This technique is used to separate different cultures into colonies and be able to better determine what is in the culture and be able to better study and make data results. So I'm going to turn the camera now to show you my material. First and foremost, in any lab procedure in microbiology, you want to make sure that you have gloves. We'll pretend that I have gloves through this whole thing. And also glasses, because those are the most important part for your safety. So we got our Sharpie to mark our quadrants on the Petri dish, striker for the Bunsen burner, inoculating loop, Bunsen burner, bacteria, and then of course the Petri agar-filled dish with lid. So first we want to mark our Petri dish. We're going to do this on the bottom because you don't want to put it on the inside because you don't want it to mix with the culture. But through the bottom, you'll still be able to see it since the Petri dish is clear. So we'll mark it into 4 quadrants. You want to put your name or your initials, the date, and which type of culture it is. Let's set that back down for a second. Then we're going to turn on our gas. Use the striker to light the Bunsen burner, and then we'll pick up our inoculating loop for the first streak. So after we have our Bunsen burner on, we're going to run the inoculating loop through the Bunsen burner, get it red hot for sterilization, and then we're going to take it off. Don't blow on it, don't shake it, just let it cool, and then without touching it and getting it contaminated with anything else, we're going to open the bacteria or culture, and then we're going to run the lip through the Bunsen burner just a couple of times, and then we'll dip the inoculating loop, get a good sample, pull it out, run it back through the Bunsen burner a couple of times, and then we're going to replace the lid. Careful without touching the inoculating loop on anything else. So then we're going to do the first streak, and we're just going to run it all over. I'm just going to get a bunch of little lines there, and then we'll replace the lid, turn it, and then we're going to put it back inside or on top of the Bunsen burner, get it red hot, sterilize it again, let it cool off a little. We've turned our Petri dish a little. And then from the first quadrant, we're going to run our inoculating loop through it once onto the second one. And then we're going to run it away from it. And then we'll replace the lid, make sure we turn it again, and we're going to put it back in the Bunsen burner. Get it sterilized, inoculating loop, red hot, let it cool off. And then just like the second, we're going to run the third through the second one time and make a few streaks. Close it and do another turn of the Petri dish. And then we're going to put it back in on top of the Bunsen burner, get it hot, sterilize the loop, and then once again from the third quadrant, one streak, and then just a couple of streaks on the fourth quadrant. And then we'll sterilize the inoculating loop again. And then done with this. We'll turn off the gas. So then you have your Petri dish with the bacteria, and to store it, you're going to want to put it in an incubator around 35 to 37 degrees Celsius, and it's going to need to stay there for anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. And you also want to make sure that when you store it, that you don't store it upright, you would store it inverted. That way when the condensation of the incubators begins to happen over time, or over the waiting period, that the condensation will hit the lid rather than the bacteria, because if it mixes with the bacteria, then your culture is no good and your data, you won't be able to record your data. After you've recorded your data and you've gotten all that you need, you will want to place your Petri dish inside an autoclave, dispose it to be autoclaved. And that's about it.